Hey, what's up YouTube? We are back at the creek. I have another knife review for you. This is the Victorinox Venture fixed blade knife. This is made in Switzerland. I've been testing this out for several weeks now. This is the box that it came with. Now, this is currently going for about $75. It's available with 3 different handle color options. The red is most often sold out. So the creek has receded a bit. Like all this part here, a lot of times that's underwater, but not anymore. It's a lovely day. This knife is light and easy to carry. A very useful blade shape. It's a great slicer, definitely. This would be good as a camp knife, general purpose outdoor knife. Now the blade length on this is about 4.1 inches, and as you can see, it is a full flat grind, and the steel is 14C28N. You see the hardness there. That is a Sandvik Swedish stainless steel. You can see some jimping there. Has a 90-degree spine. This has a lanyard hole in the extended tang, right? So it is a full tang. And I've been told that that hex-shaped hole can also accommodate a drill that you can get with the Pro model of this knife. And you can also hammer a little bit with that extended tang. This knife arrives very sharp. Let's just cut a few easy things. Some paracord here. Let's cut a strap. Just goes through like lightsaber. Just push it right through. Alright, so it's always exciting when Victorinox comes out with something new, because they don't often come out with new models, at least of their their multifunction knives, let alone fixed blades. So I was pretty excited when I saw this came out, just to try it out. Alright, so drawing it down this piece of wood, yeah, it's very good. It's very good for woodwork. You see that? I think this would make a pretty useful camp knife, outdoor knife, definitely. Let's do a little bit of finer work. He's got some jimps there. You need them. So I hope you're all doing well these days. These times of unprecedented disruption, I would say. But I try to keep myself organized and thinking positively. I like to get out here, test out some knives. Alright, so this did some good on the whittling. I definitely like that Swedish stainless steel. I have a lot of experience with it. It was used in a lot of older Kershaw folders that I have, even one of my Kershaw butterfly knives, and a lot of Moras that I have used Sandvik steel. So I have a lot of experience with resharpening it. It's pretty easy to resharpen and very resistant to rust. This came with a very sharp edge. I kind of knew that was going to happen. I just wanted to make sure. The weather is pretty good out here. It's cold, and that's how I like it. Let me go find a stick to notch. Now, we just had some rain, so let me go try to find a stick that's not too rotten. Notching woodwork, that's kind of bread and butter for bushcraft. One of the main things I want my outdoorsy knife to be able to do. This is a nice piece of wood. It's not rotten at all. It's tough. Making progress. Oh, sorry for any background noise. I don't know what that is. Oh, there we go. Nice little notch. Alright, so your classic bushcraft tasks with this. Alright, this is doing well. Yeah, this is doing well at the notching tasks. We quickly got 2 notches. Now I think one of the main uses of an outdoor knife is just cutting up food prep, right? So let me roll in some footage of me just slicing up some meat with this. We had some nice ribs. Nice. We got some nice ribs here. Let me get some room. Yeah, I mean, it cuts cleanly. Yeah, these are going to be tasty, definitely. Okay, so just pretend that this meat was like something you hunted, something you trapped, I don't know. Got some ribs, gonna cook these up. Yeah, so with the holidays coming up this year, it's gonna be a lot of good food like this, at least around my house. Yeah, they're just cooling off before I eat them. Yeah, Asian style ribs. Put some ginger and other typical Asian spices on them. Hope you're all doing well and having some good food. So that Victorinox, you can use it as a butcher knife. As you might imagine, it's easy for a knife like this to slice through organic matter, right? So you can use this as a camp kitchen knife, a butcher knife, or a skinning type knife. Yeah, so this is definitely a well thought out knife. I mean, that blade shape is simple and yet very efficient, right? The steel is very desirable in my mind for this price point. It's comfortable, it's lightweight. Yeah, they definitely seem to have done an excellent job with this knife, which is what I would expect. The spine of this knife can be used to strike a fire steel. We're going to fire up the hobo stove, okay? Now I use the hot spot method. Okay, it's already started. There we go. So I'm very glad that they made the spine of this knife correctly. You can definitely use it for scraping bark as well as striking a fire steel. Now that stove I use for heating up tea, coffee, hot chocolate, soup. I can cook with that. I can make some nice trail coffee on a cold day, definitely. The sheath on this is hard plastic. It is ambidextrous. It has a retaining loop there, and it has a removable and reversible dangler style belt loop. And here is that sheath on the belt. Okay, let's pretend I'm righty. There you go. Okay, so final thoughts on this knife. It's good at a lot of things. Okay, number one, cutting up food. This would make an excellent camp butcher knife, so food prep. Two, woodwork, whether notching, carving a tent stake, good for woodwork. You can strike a fire steel with this, right? The spine is definitely done correctly, right? And you can also scrape with that. You can cut man-made materials like paracord, straps, rope, right? Fibrous materials, building materials, repair materials, that sort of thing. And you can even hammer with that extended tang. So yes, because of those reasons, this would be excellent as a general purpose outdoor knife. And if you pair this up with a chopping blade, like a camp hatchet, and maybe a folding saw, you've really covered a lot of bases.